Hello all. 4 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes to go to the start of the Zwift EVR race. Category C again tonight, and it's 4 laps of the course, 4 laps of this classic Watopia course. So a little bit hilly, and it's about 36 point something kilometres, 36.7 is it? Kilometres, and I'll be looking to do that in around about an hour and 10 minutes, maybe a bit less, hopefully, if I can get my arse in gear to cycle a bit speedy. But we'll see. I went running this morning, so my legs are a little bit tired, but you know, I'm always giving excuses at the beginning of races, aren't I? So we shall see what happens. I might get into it, I might not. I never start off fast. I always kind of just chill for a little bit and get into it, and then by the last 2 laps I should be firing and catching a few people, but you never know. We'll just see what happens. I might just die a death completely today, or I might be alright. So if you've never seen Zwift before, let me show you the screen. Zwift is an online cycling game, and it's a racing platform and a training tool. All those people there you can see are real people. They're all cycling in their kitchen or in their garage or what's called the pain cave, with their bikes on their trainers in real time. So I'm racing against real people, and these are people from around the world. You can see the country flags next to people's names there. So the race is starting in 2.5 minutes. You'll see people fly off into the distance, going crazy wattage at the outset. I'm told if you really want to race, then you just have to do that, but you know what, I don't really want to be putting in that much effort right at the beginning of a 36.4 kilometre race. I'll just ease into it nicely, thank you very much. 77 people, looks like, are going to be racing so far anyway, unless somebody joins in the last few seconds. I can guarantee you quite a few of them will drop out at some point. You won't get 78 people finishing. Okay, here we go, 30 seconds. There's now 81 people on the... this is in the C category race, by the way. The A category races have already started. The B category races have already started. They're off already. They started at 8 o'clock, so they're 5 minutes ahead of us. So we've got us and the D category races going now. Let's go. .8 it says there. Wish this director would get his camera angles sorted out. That helicopter shot is terrible. Come on, mate. That's a bit more like it. Right, so we're going around the back of the skyscrapers and we'll join the main road in a second. That's me there in the black. Less than a kilometre in. It's always hard the first little few kilometres because you're just getting yourself into it and you're getting your breath, and we'll settle into it in a minute. Oh, and I've lost everyone. Is that an internet connection problem? Oh no, so the stream will have gone down. Why does this happen so often? I had quite a good stream this morning, and now it's all gone haywire again. Fingers crossed that hasn't affected things too much. Right, let's not push too much up this hill. It's good that I've got a smile on my face anyway. Just under 2 kilometres in. At this stage, when you're climbing a hill in the first 2 kilometres, you think, how on earth am I going to make it around 4 laps at this pace? But you do. Just a little plug for 2 websites to see after the race. If you want to see the results of this race, you would go to zwiftpower.com. Zwiftpower.com, kind of the standard place to see race results. What a terrible camera angle there. And there's a new site called zwiftrankings.com, or ranking, Zwift ranking or zwiftrankings.com, and it'll show the categories of each rider who's taken part in the race, or each category of each rider on Zwift. You just have to look up a name or a race. It also gives the results, but it gives you a lot of stats as well. It's very interesting to look at. And there's always Strava, isn't there? See up the top left there, next to my power, just to the right of my power, there is a feather in the green background. That's what's called a power up. Because this is a game, you get little incentives to help you, and that will make me light as a feather, which is good for going up hills. Doesn't last very long, 30 seconds or something, or 20 seconds, but just gives you that little extra boost when you need it. Thank you for the ride-ons, whoever's given me those. I didn't see those come in. Not sure about this helicopter view by any means. Volcano in the background there. Long way to go. 5.7 kilometers in, pushing about 200 watts on average, I would have thought. 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes gone. 31.5k to go. Coming into the sprint section now. I won't be sprinting. So we'll use the power up on this little hill coming up now. Just feels a little easier cycling up the hill at 250 watts than it would do otherwise. Come on, get those gears right. This section is what we call the flat and rolling hills, up and down, coming towards the end of the first lap. If you've got resistance on your bike, like automatic resistance, this can be quite a tricky part because you've got to continually change gears to go down the hill and then up. And I often miss them like that. Thank you, Thomas, for the ride on. Hope you're liking the camera angles. I've just written a little special Apple script to switch between the camera angles and my webcam. Seems to be working all right. It's basically my computer. I'm kind of emulating key presses. So normally you would have to press keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get different camera angles. But I've written a little script which kind of does that for me. And then I've also added on a little bit to the script which brings my webcam into shot every so often. I think it might be doing it a bit too often, so I might change it so it's not quite as often as that. I can't see any chat, guys. I'm not looking at YouTube or Twitch or Beam chat, I'm afraid. One day I'll get that sorted, but it's, on top of everything else, it's too complicated for me at the moment. So this is the finishing straight. And in about 50 minutes time, hopefully, I should be crossing that line for the final time. So 1 lap gone, 9.5 kilometres done, 27 point something to go. 3 more laps, 3 more of them. Hopefully some people ahead will start to tire. I'll catch a few people up, unless I myself start to tire, and then we'll kind of just see what happens. I wonder how much better I would perform if I had a fan blowing in my face. I've never bothered to set a fan up. I've never really seen the need for it, but you know, maybe I would benefit from cold air in my face. So at 72 riders, I was 59th up there. So you can safely say I was about 59th position. Not great, but I will catch some people. Yeah, 59th. Unless some people behind me went faster up the hill, of course. There is that. Could be time for a drink in a minute. Nowhere near halfway through. This is where you really mentally you've got to stay tough and say, I am going to finish this race. Feels like the field's quite spread out now. Smoke from the volcano. "12 kilometres into the EVR race, category C. 22.5 minutes gone. I'm feeling it. Not even halfway through. Oh, slipped a gear again. See if I can slip into tuck mode and have a drink. Yeah. Okay. It's a good idea every lap, isn't it? So Tunstall was about 20 seconds ahead of me. He's now only 2 seconds ahead. Spooner is 22 seconds ahead of me. Hopefully these guys will slow down a bit in the second half, and I won't. We'll see. Turn the bit on round. I won that just for entering a race, and I got picked out and drawn as a prize winner. I got some stickers too, which I should display somewhere really. Oh, nice butterfly. I reckon they've rendered those again. They're nicer, much clearer than they used to be. Back into the Italian village. There's the new fountain ahead. That's only been there for a couple of weeks since the volcano route came into being. There's the cafe. I knew I'd seen a cafe somewhere. Awesome. Into the sprint section again. So we're just going to turn a little hill here, turn a corner and go up a hill. I'm going to press my power up button now. So reach to the keyboard, press the space bar. That releases the power up. Except it doesn't because I'm not on the Zwift screen. How annoying. It will do in a second. Change back to the Zwift screen. Now I can press it. There we are. Flat and rolling hills again. Second time round. Never seen that lake before, look at that. That way to the volcano left. Nearly at halfway now. in about 32 minutes. So say we slow down a little bit, hopefully we'll come in around 3:06. It's 3:06, what I'm talking about. 1 hour and 6. I'm just allowing for maybe getting tired. And it's 32 something, so yeah. And I am getting tired. Only halfway. Okay, that van is a drafting power-up. So we get behind somebody and they can help us along a bit. Usually better downhill. So S but is 24 seconds ahead, E right is 34 seconds ahead. So up the hill again, nearly 20k done, 19.7k done, heart rate's at 159. Trying to keep the cadence relatively high. I haven't got any more, unless I go down from the large sprocket to the small, I haven't got any more gears. This bike is a bit of a bugger for changing back up from the small to the large ring, so I don't like to do it. So nice view of the pier and the blimp. So let's say 63 riders there, so does that mean 9 riders have already dropped out of the race? Starting to slip below 200 watts too often now. Sorry? A lap and a half to go. I'm definitely slower than I was. Italian Village for the third time. Fountain for the third time. .6 kilometres in. We've climbed about 300 metres. We've got 12.5 kilometres to go. Sprint section for the third time. And it's flat and rolling hills. And then we start the last lap. No power up that time. Okay, we've caught Tunstall. We're catching Butt, and Wright is 50 seconds ahead. He shouldn't be caught by all rights. So there are other riders on the course who you can see who aren't in the race. The people in the race are the ones in the list on the right hand side of your screen. Tunstall doesn't want to get caught. He's making a race of it. Somebody with a Tron bike. That means they've climbed 50,000 metres to get that bike. I've been on Zwift 2 years. I've climbed 37,000 metres. $10K to go in the Zwift EVR race. That's 1 and a bit laps. No idea what position I'm in. It's always nice to finish top 30, I think, but I am tiring a lot. Well, Butt and Tunstall have both overtaken me now, again, so they're not having any of it that I've caught them up. Yeah, Butt and Tunstall have really made an effort, haven't they? Really feel like I'm struggling now. 9 kilometres to go. I'd love to get in at 1:05. Got tired legs though from running this morning. First time out of the saddle, but I don't want to be out of the saddle. It is better doing that. Oh, come on. Last bit of really steep incline now. The next time we hit a steep bit, we'll be nearly home. I can't deny it's hurting me bad though now. Down to 60 riders now. So my fastest comp time is only good enough for 49th place out of those 60 riders. It's not a fast day today. Look, I'm only pushing 170. Come on. $7K to go. Really tired. Okay. So Tunstall's got away, he's 29 seconds ahead. And I am being caught now by Christian, Treadway and Perkin from behind because I am tiring. $4.5K left. Nothing in my legs. No power left. Italian Village for the last time. 3.5k to go. Fountain for the last time. Cafe on your right. Sprint section coming up. Yeah, there's a little pack behind me, all about to overtake me. They're probably all working together, drafting each other, and not talking to a camera like me. There we go. Well done, guys. Okay, last little hill, or last major incline. Only 2.5k left. Flat and rolling hills, and then the finish. But I can't break 200 watts at the moment. Last sprint, see if we can get in under 106. Should do really. Thanks for the ride on. Yeah, 49th, that's not good. 49th, 82 riders started. I don't know how many finished, but not loads. You may find that a few riders get struck off the front for going beyond the weight category, the watts per kilo category that they entered. If their average is above 3.5 watts per kilo, then they may well be disqualified. So I might find myself jumping up the rankings a little bit. I'll see, I don't know. Results will be on zwiftpower.com in the next hour or so. Well, they'll be there now, but they might not be accurate. It takes an hour or two, sometimes a day, for them to get verified and be accurate. And then also have a look at zwiftranking.com. If you're a Zwifter, see where you rank. I'm in division number 7. There's like an elite category, a pro category, an elite category, and then divisions 1 through 9 or something, 9 or 10, I can't remember. So we got in under 106 anyway, that's good. 105 something. But I tell you what, that last lap and a half, I wasn't feeling it at all. My legs were heavy, no power in them at all. Couldn't even get beyond 200 watts for most of those laps at the end there. So guys, there we are. I look a bit more wrecked now than I did at the start of that race, don't I? Please subscribe. Zwift Rides on YouTube. Film My Run on YouTube. Both separate channels. One's for everything Zwift and one's for my outdoor running, triathlon. There's a couple of Zwift things on there as well. Next Friday, I am, not this Friday coming, but the following Friday, I'm running 100 miles round the Cornish coast of the UK, southwest England. It's quite rugged terrain, so have a look out for the video of that at some point, and you can track me as well. There's a tracker, it's called the Arc of Attrition Race, by Mud Crew if you're interested. So look that up on Google. But that's it from me, guys. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm going to go and get a big drink and have a shower and recover. I'll see you again next time. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye, guys.